Tassie Encounters Moments on Faith FM, and we're coming to you from Tasmania, right across Australia. Each weekday at 9 a.m. you can hear what the Bible says about past, current and future events. You can learn how to study the Bible more effectively. You can get to know who God is, why we're here and where we're going. And you can experience personal encounters with Jesus. I'm your host, Jason Cook, and today we have Carmelina and Lucy back with us. If you've been listening this week, you will know that we've been talking about the components of a creative journey, and the creative journey we've been talking about is a book.
Yes.
The creation of a book.
Yes. Hello and good morning, everyone.
Hello.
And, so we brought it into the studio. So, we can have a look.
This beautiful book. And we're going to be giving one of these books away on
Friday.
It won't be given away on Friday, but we need you to text us in on Friday with the answer to this question. Let's give the question now, and we'll do it at the end as well. What are the 5 components of the creative journey mentioned in this week's program? So they are the titles of the programs. If you've missed the previous episodes, just go back to the website or the app and have a look at the names of our programs. And today's one is humility.
Humility.
So just give us a recap again of the book, Carmelina.
No worries. So our book is titled Bird and Whale. It is a children's book written by me and illustrated by the amazing Lucy.
What age groups would it be most suitable for?
All age groups.
All age groups.
5 to 10 would probably be.
I thought you were going to say 5 to 80 or something.
No, I think it could be appreciated by everybody.
Yes. There is a glossary at the back, so older kids can enjoy it too.
Okay.
Absolutely. And the general theme and moral of the book is that there is more that connects us than what separates us, or there's more about each other that relates us than what sets us apart. So, that's what the story is about.
Sounds like a great book to have and to share with children. So, leading on to this topic today, humility, I wanted to ask you a question. Carmelina, I'll start with you.
Okay.
How did you handle giving and receiving, particularly the receiving feedback throughout the process of creating this book?
Well, surprise, surprise, I am not good at receiving feedback.
Even if it's positive?
If I get positive feedback, I'm kind of one of those people where it's like, you're lying, and I'll just keep moving, even if it is positive. But I've gotten better at that. So I've started getting a bit more, thank you, they do like it. Okay, great. But I'm a bit of a scaredy cat when it comes to asking for feedback, especially being the writer. So the story is written in rhyming verse and it's got rhythm, and to receive feedback on something, it would mean it'll be a lot of work to change it.
Yeah.
So I was very tentative and very hesitant to go out and seek feedback. But I did get this edited twice by 2 different editors. So shout out to Maddie and Rain. Love Rain. She was amazing too. She was our final editor for the writing perspective. And even though I knew it needed to be fixed, I knew it wasn't perfect, I needed someone else's opinion on it, I was so apprehensive to reach out and be like, hey, can you please edit this amazing thing I've written? There's clearly nothing wrong with it. But, there was something wrong with it, and I needed someone to look at it.
It's wrong is... I will talk about that in a second.
Okay, so I guess wrong isn't the right word. There was something that needed adjusting. It needed to be revised.
It's hard. I know... when I'm writing music, and if you get some feedback where, particularly if there's something that you're really happy with,
yes,
and then someone else suggests a change and you think, do I really want to make a change to that? I was happy with that. Why do they say? Because it's almost like you're being judged, you know, and sometimes it can be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's also can be a really positive experience if you let those ideas in, those feedback, rather than taking it as negative criticism but constructive feedback, it can actually be, and it can be something that actually really improves something. So
absolutely. And the lesson I learned from this whole experience with this wonderful book was, when receiving feedback, be gentle with others and be gentle with yourself.
That's good
Because
advice,
they're not actually judging you. They're looking at it objectively, like you would want someone to look at this piece of work.
And they're actually trying to help you, not hinder you. So what about you, Lucy?
Yes. So I've got a lot of thoughts about this.
Okay. Fire away.
At university, we called these critique sessions.
Yes.
So this was an actual, this was a part of just the creative process that I was pretty used to. These sessions with my mentors and peers, they were, if they're done well, they're supposed to help you. They're supposed to help you. It's supposed to help your art become better. That was the whole point of it. And they would still be acknowledging the constraints that you have on the time and the materials that it took to create the thing. So we're not ignoring all of the difficulties that you're going to have.
The effort and finances and all that's gone into it.
Yeah, exactly. I learned that our projects that we've been working on, they're not actually us. Mm-hmm. The feedback shouldn't be an evaluation of us as a person. This is definitely not what that's supposed to be. It should be an opportunity to hear what ideas could help improve our work.
And I think too, the statement that sort of says that more minds on something or more input can create a better product. It's hard as an individual to create the best thing ever. You get some feedback from different ideas and different people, and it can really help the process.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Even if I just want to give an example as well. If you're trying to express an idea of perhaps I want to draw some flowers, there's going to be something that draws you to that image. Is it it's just flowers? That's not just it. Maybe you like the way they look. Maybe you like the way they smell. And that's going to, if you get feedback on that, will help you express a way in how you're going to communicate that to the best way that you can. And a good critique session, a good feedback session should be able to help you. Yeah.
It's interesting, even from a biblical perspective, there's a verse that says God disciplines those that he loves. And I guess sometimes critique can feel like discipline, can't it? It can feel quite negative, but it can also be incredibly constructive to help us produce a better product, produce a better piece of art or some better writing that perhaps will connect with more people in a more significant way. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Did you have anything else to share on that, or we'll go on to the next thing here?
Not on the first one.
So it was a good thing, I guess, that both of you shared some underlying common values, both that you were both believers, both Christians. Do you think that helped you in the way you're able to communicate, particularly on those sensitive topics?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So how?
Well, to keep in mind, like Lucy and I, we knew each other when we started working together, but we weren't friends. We weren't familiar with each other. I think that's the best way you can say it. And so when it came to the start, like sensitive topics, I guess at the very start, I went into this believing, oh yeah, Lucy will handle the drawing. She won't ask anything of me. But she actually had a lot of questions. And I remembered going, oh, okay, why do you want my opinion? But I had to, I remembered coming towards it instead with a bit more, okay, I actually need to listen to this and answer the questions. But
she had to get inside your mind a little bit. I guess.
The story should be good enough. No. So it was one of those things I had to get used to. I had to, oh, okay, she actually wants to know what I pictured here when I was writing this, because she's turning it into a visual representation. And I guess, the Bible says we have to be gentle and humble, and we have to be patient with each other in love there in Ephesians 4:2. So I found myself kind of stepping back and being like, okay, like this is a partnership. This is something we have to do. And that was something I didn't anticipate. I just kind of thought, here you go, enjoy. Like, take the words and go.
Yeah, interesting. Was there a particular moment when, I guess, working with a sense of humility helped you deal with a specific circumstance? Can you recall any time transformed or helped you overcome any particular challenge?
I believe maybe with particular challenges, humility helped us with communication.
Right.
Yes.
I think that was the biggest one because if you haven't realized, Lucy and I are quite different people. But we also share the common factors we have. We're both Christians, sure, but we're also both creatives. And yes, creatives in different fields, but creatives nonetheless. So we started to be quite open with each other about our own creative journeys. So I was saying, I was struggling with, am I going down a path that I'm not supposed to? Or maybe I should be doing something else. And then Lucy will be very encouraging and say, no, you should be doing this. And I found myself doing the same for her as well when, doing art and being an illustrator. So this level of humility that makes you realize when you're working with other creatives that we're here to lift each other up. So being able to be humble and be vulnerable in that situation and share what you're dealing with another creative. It's very lovely. Find yourself a creative if you are one. Find yourself a creative and
community. It's important.
Yeah, have a good community to help you move forward.
There's another beautiful verse that you've picked out here in Luke 14, verse 11, that says, "For all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted." I think humility is key. It's both key in the Christian walk, and it's also key, I think, in being able to work together to produce something beautiful.
Yes, take feedback.
As you guys have. Stay tuned for our offers.
This program is made possible by the support of Adventist World Radio.
Now, our free book offer that's being given away each day this week is called Jesus and the Children, the Lost Sheep series. And this is a big, bright, colourful cartoon illustration book or illustrative book. And it teaches stories of the Bible with a distinct Aussie sense of humour. Targeted at ages 4 to 8, covers themes like wisdom and problem-solving, planning, right living, patience, reconciliation, resilience, respect, survival, and teamwork. There's a lot of topics in there. It makes me wonder how it covers all of those in one book, but it sounds like a good book. Text us in TEM32 to 0488 880891 to claim that free book offer. Now, also remember, I should repeat that code, TEM32 to 0488 880891. Now, today's program was titled Humility. That's the fourth one out of 5 that you need to text us in tomorrow. And so hopefully you've been writing them down. So the 5 components of the creative journey mentioned in this week's program. If you can text us in tomorrow on the same number, 0488 880891. The first one to text in the correct 5 titles of our programs or the 5 components that we've been talking about will receive the free book offer of The Bird and Whale. It is a beautiful book, so don't miss out on that. And we hope you can join us tomorrow for the last program where we talk about faith. This is Paper Horses with an Honest Word. We look forward to you joining us tomorrow.
I don't have a victory song. I'm not beating any holy battle drum. It's taking all the strength I've got just to put one foot in front of the other. I can't swing a heavy sword like David. I threw off the old king's clothes of war. Standing in the street like an orphan looking for her mother. All I have to give now is surrender. As if I even could put up a fight. sword. These are not the offerings you're asking for, but a humble heart and an honest word. You want a humble heart and an honest word, an honest word.
This program has been made possible by the support of Adventist World Radio.